guys, welcome back to Coaster Conquistador. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 10 coasters at Cedar Point, America's rock and roller coaster. This is my favorite amusement park for its amazing coaster collection and its incredible atmosphere. And today, I'll be joined by my friend, Coaster Leo.
Hi guys, super excited to be in this video.
Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now real quick, we both have a very similar ranking, so we'll just be doing one ranking to make sure this video isn't 5 years long. So let's dive in. Coming in at number 10, we've got Rougarou, the park's B&M floorless coaster. Located very close to Millennium Force, this floorless opened in 2015 and was a conversion of Mantis, which was a B&M stand-up. Rougarou has a very interesting layout, and it's pretty forceless, but has a classic B&M roar, very nice logo, solid paint scheme, an awesome location right over a pond. This coaster is forceless, like I just said, but it's still very enjoyable. It has a good mix of inversions and non-inverting elements, which are pretty solid. Overall, not the best coaster, especially since it gets buried in the rest of the park's lineup, but not a terrible ride.
Next, in our number 9 spot in the park is Gemini, the classic Aero hybrid coaster. Gemini opened as the largest drop in the world. Even though Loch Ness Monster was slightly taller, it still had a larger drop. The racing part of this coaster makes it very enjoyable, and the airtime is very strong, while it can be a little painful sometimes. This coaster is very rough in the valleys, especially on the valley after the first drop, so I would just brace for that. Overall, this is a very fun coaster, and it never seems to have a very long line, so it's very fun to ride.
So coming at number 8 spot, we've got Magnum XL 200, which is the 205-foot Aero Hyper. This was the world's first hyper coaster. However, the first 200-foot coaster was Moonsault Scramble at Fuji-Q Highland, which was a shuttle coaster manufactured by Mice Show Amusement Rides. This, however, is an Aero Hyper with multiple airtime hills and very awkward pretzel turnaround in the middle of the ride. The valleys of this coaster are pretty brutal, and the profiling of the airtime hills at the end of the ride, very janky, but it's still a fun ride. But I do think it's probably the most overrated coaster I've ridden as of now. I do enjoy the coaster, especially because of its amazing view of Cedar Point Shores and Lake Erie, but I really just don't understand what all the hype's about. It's still a very fun ride, and make sure to give it multiple rides.
Flying into the number 7 spot is Gatekeeper, the park's B&M wing coaster. While this coaster opened with the tallest inversion in the world, that accolade no longer stands, as it was taken by Max Force, and now Steel Curtain holds the record. Even though it does not have the record anymore, the wing over drop is very impressive and fun. The forces on this ride are not very strong, but the inversions are fun and floaty. This coaster is one of the most picturesque out there, with its blue and white paint scheme on the Lake Erie shores and the keyhole elements right at the front entrance of Cedar Point.
Snagging the number 6 spot, we've got Valraven, which is the park's 223-foot B&M dive coaster. Opening in 2016, this coaster is hated by a lot of enthusiasts for its gimmicky holding brake over the first drop and its kind of mundane layout. But this coaster has solid floater airtime on the first drop. The moment's pretty fun, and the drop of the mid-course is great as well. All 3 inversions on this ride pack a punch, and it actually pulls some okay forces given that it's a modern B&M that's built to be a GP magnet. Watch out for those Vespa trains so they can't staple you. But this is a very underrated coaster that really doesn't get talked about much.
Clawing its way into number 5 is Raptor. Raptor is a very intense and old school B&M invert. All of the inversions on Raptor are forceful and snappy. The best, in my opinion, are the 2 corkscrews and the 1 cobra roll. Raptor looks great, flying over your head on the midway with its green color scheme. Raptor is overall a great coaster and a very smooth and fun coaster to ride. I would definitely recommend riding Raptor your next time at Cedar Point.
Now we reach Cedar Point's top 4, which is absolutely stacked, and the anchor of this is Millennium Force. This Intamin Giga Coaster was the world's first full-circuit coaster over 300 feet. The ride does not have the most creative layout, but as sleek trains offers a relatively smooth ride experience with nice track work and comfy trains. Seriously, those Intamin T-bars are awesome. This ride also has some great floater airtime on the camelback, and the sense of speed is just incredible. Soaring through Millennium Island with an open T-bar lap bar like Millennium Force has, with all of that crazy speed, from the blue track through the trees, is just an amazing feeling. This coaster has a reputation of being overrated, but trust me, it's not. Millennium Force truly is worth all the hype it gets.
Snagging the 3rd spot in the park is Top Thrill Dragster, the park's intimate accelerator. This coaster exceeds speeds of 120 miles an hour and reaches a height of 420 feet on its insane top hat. On this top hat, you get a great view of Lake Erie, Cedar Point, and the surrounding area of Sandusky, Ohio. Dragster in its original form was a great experience like none other. No one knows what the future holds for this coaster, but as of now, it is in the 3rd spot in this park.
Still in the number 2 spot, we've got Maverick Park. Short, but powerful Intamin Blitz. And when I say short, I mean in height. Maverick is by no means a large coaster, but it certainly is a powerful one. This coaster is considered by many to be a jack of all trades, and that is truly the case with this coaster. It's an enthusiast dream. It's got some intensity, ejector airtime, a reasonably long ride experience, an uphill LSM launch, and a rolling launch midway through the ride. The 2 Stangle dives are absolutely amazing. This coaster has an awesome layout, and it's just relentless from start to finish. Truly is the definition of a perfect coaster. And with the number 1 coaster, we'll see in a second, forms one of the best 1-2 punches in the world.
And taking the best spot in this park, and maybe the best roller coaster in the world, is Steel Vengeance, the RMC hybrid coaster. This was RMC's first hyper hybrid coaster, and they did an outstanding job. Steel Vengeance has more airtime than any other coaster in the world, with 27.2 seconds. Walking up to this coaster, you feel a sense of awe with its massive wooden structure. This is probably one of the best coasters in the world. Seriously, come out and ride this coaster.
So that just about does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't been to Cedar Point yet, I highly recommend it. It's easily one of the best parks in the world. Thank you to Coaster Leo for helping me with this video. If you enjoy it, I'd appreciate it if you like, comment, and subscribe, since these videos take a lot of time and effort to make. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Stay tuned for more coaster content here on Coaster Conquistador.